Hello, my lovelies. At the beginning of lockdown, I shared my love of my local walks and the woodland and the harbour and the bird song. And I know quite a few of you have missed my videos of my walks. I thought tonight I would share another love of mine, a completely different one. And that is my love of the poetry of Gerard Manley Hopkins. Now, Hopkins was a priest, so those of you who know me will be quite surprised, perhaps. The content of his poems is invariably about nature, about man's condition, and about God. And he unites the three, always to the glory of God. Okay, well, I don't necessarily agree with his religious views, but I don't care because we've got beautiful words. I particularly love his freedom and inventiveness with language. He invented a rhythmic structure that he called sprung rhythm, which is basically a stressed syllable followed by any number of unstressed syllables. This is undoubtedly influenced by Anglo-Saxon poetry with the concept of hemistich, which would consist of two stressed syllables per half line with any number of unstressed syllables as well. And you can hear in the poem I'm going to read that there is indeed 4 stresses per line. Otherwise, the structure is of a sonnet. In particular, it's a Petrarchan sonnet. Hopkins wrote many sonnets. As far as I know, they were all in the Petrarchan form. His most famous poem, Pie Beauty, is a structure that he invented called a curtal sonnet, which is mathematically exactly 3/4 of a Petrarchan sonnet. But we've got the full business here. We've got an entire sonnet. This is the Caged Skylark. The Caged Skylark by Gerard Manley Hopkins. As a daregale skylark scanted in a dull cage, man's mounting spirit in his bone house, mean house dwells. That bird, beyond the remembering his free fells, this in drudgery, day labouring out life's age. Though aloft on turf or perch or poor low stage, both sing sometimes the sweetest spells. Yet both droop deadly, sometimes in their cells, or ring their barriers in bursts of fear or rage. Not that the sweet fowl songfowl needs no rest. Why, hear him babble and drop down to his nest. But his own nest, wild nest, no prison. Man's spirit will be flesh-bound when found at best, but uncumbered. Meadow down is not distressed for a rainbow footing it, nor he for his bones risen.